Hello and welcome to Talking Crass. Beat, we're back, and in this episode we're going to discuss E3 and your favourite film of the year, Jurassic Park, Fallen Kingdom. Sorry, Jurassic World.
Jurassic Park is my favourite film. Well done.
Let's not get any spoilers away yet. How are you doing, Beat? You look a bit rough. You look like this is going to be a hard podcast for you. You look very, very tired. Maybe the fans will be able to click on about it. I don't know.
Let's
Or are
see.
you hot to trot?
Let's see.
Right. Moving into a beat. Should we just go straight into talking about E3?
Yes.
Okay. I've got a list of films here. I'm in film mode. I've got a list of games here, Beat. I apologise, right? And we'll just go through them and discuss them. So these are the big game reveals of E3. So to start off with, we've got Anthem. But on this IGN list I've got, it's got C Deal next to it. So I'm wondering whether they've just hired this one in for the crack. So
Deal.
This is like C Deal. So you can click on it and like buy Anthem, the game. Prematurely. I don't know.
See the deal.
What the hell are you talking about?
See
you need
the
to wake up.
See the deal.
C Deal. As in S-E-E-D.
Right. I thought it was like some sort of...
Right, Anthem. What do you know about it, Beat?
Anthem. EA. Worst company made ever.
Yeah.
Absolute Nazis. A lot of them. I say that without remorse.
Why?
Because they're awful. They add loot boxes to everything. Awful business practices. They just care about money. FIFA.
Right, okay. Are you talking about Battlefront?
I'm talking about they have this model.
Do you know
of,
you can't really sling the word like Nazi around easily?
It's
quite taboo.
Sorry,
word
actually,
throughout
maybe
there.
that is wrong to say. They're a bunch of awful bastards, right?
Right, okay.
What they do is, to be fair though, they're dangerous because what they're doing is massively wrong. They're getting a game, right?
Aye.
They're getting these hard-working game developers who are used as a shield for negativity. The big businessmen don't get flack. It's the devs who are being whiplashed.
Reminds me of something, Beat.
What? Nazi Germany, aye?
No film.
Oh, right.
Fucking hell.
Anyway, big wigs take no flack at all. The little poor developers who they're getting in to do this hard work get all the shit. They get death threats from all these people, right? What happens is they're getting to make a great, fantastic game, an original IP. That's intellectual property to all you legends out there.
Normies.
And they go, wow, how can we get this same development cycle of 1 year? We'll produce the same game but change it very slightly
And get more money.
every year. I'm talking Madden. I'm talking FIFA.
Putting less in and get more money in.
Absolutely.
But
less creativity.
The big thing that
I'm talking Assassin's Creed, even though it's Ubisoft. I'm talking...
is it under the EA bracket like as well, is it?
No, not at all. I'm just saying it's the
Are you
same
just listening
business
to like
practice.
the EA? Anyway, so you're talking about FIFA and Madden and all them.
With Anthem, I'm getting round to it.
Okay.
They've seen Destiny 2.
So what is Anthem? Can you explain the premise of it? Because I don't have a clue.
Anthem is
I haven't seen any trailers. I've only seen certain trailers.
I'll
so
wrap it up
Beats-
for you.
Beats watched most of
Imagine World of Warcraft
it. Right.
with the combat of like an Iron Man game. Did you ever play that Sega Iron Man game?
No.
It was unbelievable,
No.
but no one likes.
What? So are you in like a robot?
You're in a robot suit. You can travel the world, but it's all about that
Microtransactions.
Destiny 2. I don't know what it's called.
Everyone-
I guess
no.
it's like a kind of massively MMORPG where you've got these hub worlds where everyone can join in the suits of armour which they've bought for 500 quid,
Right.
and they go on little quests which aren't linear. They are just fetch quests, boring us out, handed out by the same terminal.
It's one of them games where they make it look absolutely unbelievable, but then when you play it, it's like that No Man's Sky that got announced.
It's exactly like Destiny 2.
Right.
If you're into that thing, you'll like it, but it treats
No
you as
playability.
it treats you as an
Replayability?
idiot.
Replayability?
Massively, like what's the word? Artificial kind of repetition. Where it's
That's
just
what-
one terminal, get 5 sheep cloven, we'll give you 5 XP. Get 5
Yeah.
blunderbar bones, but they're exact same item.
What about RuneScape? Or is that not just RuneScape?
That's exactly what RuneScape
And we love
is.
RuneScape.
Yes, if it's for you, it's for you. But RuneScape's proper.
We loved RuneScape before.
Yeah, imagine.
Smolder and Lamps came out with
Ima-
100 quid, get a level 99 range.
This is exactly it. Imagine OG RuneScape, where you've got the best armor in the game, but you've worked your arse off for it. In Anthem, you'll be able to buy it
Yeah.
for 500 quid.
Can we
Because
just talk
they're
about, can we
awful.
talk about that time when we revisit our childhood? Because
We were like, let's get back
we
to
love
RuneScape.
RuneScape. Like, screw it. We've got now to do. We've finished like college. Let's get back to RuneScape. What a bad idea.
Terrible.
My bank account took a dive.
Somehow,
The guy who runs RuneScape, I don't know, what's he called, Mod Mark or whatever, I don't know.
Mod Mark? How did
I don't
Whoa,
know.
Jesus.
The guy who came up with RuneScape
Right.
just quit on the spot when they brought microtransactions in.
Brilliant.
He was like, I've made this game. I don't want anything to do with it anymore. If that's the line you're going to take down.
I've got it.
Now just give us me cash. So it took us like, I don't know, 6 years of my childhood trying to get like my range up.
Right.
Range is like a skill which you can get up.
Brilliant.
And then it took us 30 minutes to get from 80 to 99.
30 minutes and how much money?
£100
Of course. Brilliant.
around.
I hate it. Anyway.
Right, moving on though, beat. So
Annoying.
Anthem's a throwaway.
Anthem-
This list is the best games of E3 2018.
Anthem looks great because I like the flying about.
Right.
But I've got to say it's made by EA. And just look what they did to Battlefront 2 and Battlefront in general.
Right, okay.
Absolutely awful. Hate it.
Right, I get you. Next on the list, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, beat. You hyped this one? You
No.
played every Assassin's Creed, haven't you?
I love an Assassin's Creed for my troubles. Like, it's like heroin. Like, yeah, it feels good, but you know it's evil, you know?
How long were you playing it last night? You're playing the bloody one where they're in London now, aren't you?
Aye, it's so boring and so poorly made. But what happens is...
What was the best one, did you think?
Black Flag.
First one for me, the original. Quality.
Or Assassin's Creed 2 overall. Recently, Black Flag. Point is, what they do is, they've got this good mechanical system where you can run around on rooftops. It's all nicely done, but it's the exact same.
Well, it's because when the first Assassin's Creed came out,
Yeah.
everyone was going wild for, what's it called, where you run along walls and that? Parkour.
Parkour.
Parkour was like,
It was like
the thing to
madness.
do.
It
There's
was
like
like-
kids in backpacks coming out of primary school and run along a wall
It
and
was
doing
like
a
the
spin
battle
thing they were doing.
royale of 20.
That's what it was. Everyone went fucking parkour.
2009.
Another shit game came out when you run along rooftops. So I don't know what happened to that. You remember?
Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge is
yeah.
excellent.
Anyway,
Yeah, another EA game absolutely blown to smithereens.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Assassin's
Are you
Creed.
hyped for it?
Yes.
Right.
because it
You're
gives
gonna
you
buy it,
because it gives
probably.
you 700 little mini things to collect. And I'm such a maniac for completionist kind of things like that. Also, I always love when they've got the big super armor, which you get after you get 700 items, you get the best armor in the game. I look forward to that.
Right, okay.
I realised in this one I'm playing now, the one in London, it's for the female character, which I don't play with, and you can't get it one for the male character, so I've stopped playing it entirely. Alright?
Pete, what does that say about you as a person?
I want to roleplay as a male guy. I can't.
Right.
I don't know. I just chose the male. The fact that they've not
You
given
put a lot
one.
of time into your male character, and then you've
The
found
fact
out
that you can't have
you can't have this
an
super
alternate.
armor.
I've got no problem with the female character having one, but can I have one?
Right, fair enough.
Bullshit.
Good point. Maybe they'll address that.
They have. You know what happens in this one? You either play as a female.
I know what's going to happen in this one. You're the first female 300 Spartan.
Yes. I think what they're going to do is it's set in like Sparta
Yeah.
or Rome or Greece. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not good with history. What you do is from the start of the game you play me as female, or from the start of the game you as male. What I hope happens is there's a story development which they haven't released. This is what I'd do if I'm the creative lead. Listen to this idea. In Roman times, you know when they kick the babies off the cliff because they're like deformed because they're an
Yeah.
awful civilization. You've got a boy and a girl, and the one you choose is the one who doesn't have the ailment, and they kick the other one off the cliff. How good is that of an idea?
What? Are you talking about like just like a football punt of a...
Yes,
Why?
because that's cool. Because that's deep.
Killing a baby is cool.
Yeah,
mate.
imagine you live throughout the story knowing that you could have been the other baby.
Right.
It's interesting to me.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah. Let's swiftly move on to Cyberpunk
That's
2077.
not gonna happen, alright?
Right. What? What the fuck is Cyberpunk 2077?
Cyberpunk 2029, right?
I'm dying. My hay fever's going off the scales. Here,
Has
like.
got major hype behind it.
Right. All I've seen everywhere is Cyberpunk 2077. It's beginning to become a meme. I don't have a clue what's fucking happening.
Okay, we'll start off with CG Projekt Red.
All right.
These are the development company behind the Witcher series. Now,
Right.
the Witcher series is massively popular. It won massive game awards. an Oscar equivalent, if you want to say that. And it's pretty much renowned as one of the greatest games ever made, The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, which I own currently.
Have you completed it?
I've not completed it. It's too big.
It's too big.
It's too big. But I'm literally finding...
But you've just got your new Xbox, so it's all good.
I've got my new Xbox. It's run at 60 frames per second. It's buttery smooth. Alright? What I'm saying is, I keep on meeting new monsters. Like, imagine a game. It's so big. I go to one area and I've got an ogre in it.
Right.
And I've gone here and it's got a 12-foot Cyclops. And they're not reusing models of monsters. The new monsters it's like a wyvern, which is like a dragon. Everywhere I go, I'm blown away.
Right.
It's a new mythical monster everywhere. I'm like, how many monsters are in this game?
So are these the opposite of EA?
It's got a bestiary.
Are these guys the opposite of EA?
These are the opposite of EA. They're like, how can we make the most densely packed creative game known to man? It's perfection.
So what the hell is Cyberpunk 2077?
Cyberpunk 2077 is, imagine The Witcher, but in the future.
Right.
And it's also first person, which people have lost their minds at.
Really?
2 bits of bad news attached to CD Projekt Red.
Mate, I don't like first person
They've
games.
announced it's third person. Not happy with that because obviously Witcher diehards are like, where's me third person goodness? And secondly, apparently there's nasty business practices going on in their offices. They are neglecting workers and firing them on the spot.
Really?
This is news that could be not true.
This is life.
Okay? I don't know what's happening. I can't confirm that.
Yeah.
Research it yourself.
Maybe they'll give the option to play in third person, but I don't like that.
That's what I feel they're going to do.
I don't like that. I don't like
have
having
conviction.
The option.
Have conviction in your choice.
I hate splitting communities by giving them the option.
But I mean, I'm playing it either way. Imagine a Witcher game which is so massive, a perfect RPG in that cyberpunk world. Deus Ex like. Have you ever played Deus Ex?
Have I played it? No,
it's looking like
I actually
that.
haven't. I think I might have played it on the PC when I was 10.
But
the original that came out.
Yeah, but for me, I'm real excited.
Right.
Real excited.
Big one for us on the next part of the list.
Yes.
Death Stranding.
Ooh.
Hideo is back. I'll talk about this one because I've seen the trailer.
Okay.
I was fucking disappointed.
Really?
I was hyped for it. Though the trailer's like, in typical Hideo Kojima style, have not given anything away and just head fucked you really.
Right.
But then saw the gameplay of this. It's like Norman Reedus as a fucking delivery guy.
Right.
And it makes me think that 80% of the game is going to be... It looks like it's following the gameplay of the Metal Gear Solid 5, which was really, really cool.
What, the open worldness of that?
It looks like that.
The sandbox.
It looks like that. And that was so good to play. It was such a fun game.
Yeah.
But then rather than give him a pistol and have to kill people...
Yes.
Or solve things...
You've given him boxes.
You've given him a backpack and boxes, and he's got to try and get across the terrain while carrying the most he can. It's like Tetris on Norman Reedus' back.
Right.
And I'm not in.
Oh, you're not?
I can imagine playing that game for 3 hours and the fucking everything being beautiful, but you're just walking across, you're just delivering something.
Now, for me, that's got me excited.
Like maybe it's the double twist. We haven't seen no Mads Mikkelsen. There was one bit I saw when the bad guys turned up, and again it was you slowly strafing through these bad guys without trying to be seen.
Yes.
It was a bit like when Metal Gear Solid 5 when the Shadow Skulls came.
Aye.
I don't know. I'm a little bit less hyped for it after seeing the C3 trailer, and that never ever happens. What's your opinion on it?
Trust in Hideo Kojima. The number one rule I'm seeing everyone out there on the podcasting rules is don't think this is a Metal Gear Solid game.
Right, okay.
Don't go in with the
that's
expectation that we're going to be playing Metal Gear Solid 6. It's the biggest killer of the game.
I'm not saying that, beat. What I'm saying is, I don't want to be a delivery guy.
Isn't that cool?
No.
Imagine, right? It's right. Games, right?
This looks
Imagine a film.
It looked very slow paced to me. Very slow paced.
Maybe right. Sick of the run of the mill shit. Imagine a game which goes, you're gonna be a delivery man and just walk around this fucking world.
Right. Would you be in?
I'm in for anything like that.
Right.
I love being subverted.
What I called to you was, it's going to be one of them games where it's a film game, which Kojima loves.
Right.
So,
which we
the
love
middle
Kojima
part
for.
are you walking across a fucking world and delivering something. You deliver that package, you get a massive cutscene, which is unreal to watch. Mm-hmm. But I might just watch the YouTube cutscene version,
right,
rather than have to walk across landscapes. Now I'm being a bit fucking. What's the word I'm looking for, B?
No, not pedantic.
Yeah, probably say pedantic. I'm talking down to it.
Pessimistic.
About the. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe it's a bit of a double turn.
I think
You'll
there's
get
more there.
Maybe that's just the first 5% of the game. I don't know.
I think there's kind of two Norman Reednesses in a kind of one world and the other at the same time. If you die, you might switch between them. Because there's a mention saying that it'll hurt the environment and not you if you go. If they catch you, it'll hurt the environment. That's in the trailer. I feel there's some sort of incredible mechanic tied to loss of dying, which doesn't affect your health. It kind of cripples the landscape by making it dead.
That's what
now
was said.
We've got massive mechanics, just which you've never seen before in your life.
So you'll go and visit a town.
Interests us.
You'll go and visit a town. You'll spend a lot of time there.
Yes.
Some shit. You might die. The town just disappear off the map.
Oh, it becomes decayed and loses life, and there's going to be massive mechanics.
Do you know what else I don't like? Which
Yes.
is like, obviously the stop. Is it stop caption motion?
Stop catching motion.
Start caption motion. What's it called? I don't know.
You've got me massively confused.
What's the caption? Motion
Stop
caption?
motion.
Stop motion caption. Capture. I can't fucking speak.
No. Stop motion's Wallace and Gromit, isn't it?
And what's when you? Yes, it is. It's the cartoon.
Motion
it's the
cap-
clear. What is it? Just more. What's when you put the
Mocap.
motion capture? Right.
Stop motion.
I'm
Wallace and
fucking
Gromit.
not having it. I'm not having it.
You're not having it. What do you mean you're not having
I
it?
like a badass guy created from bloody pixels. I'm not in for all this. Like,
True, but
why is Norman Reedus got to be our main character? And I bloody love Norman Reedus.
You're thinking it's
I
Snake.
love Norman Reedus. I love The Walking Dead more than you. You hate it. You've chucked it.
I hate The Walking Dead. I like Norman
I've got
Reedus.
a lot of time for Norman Reedus. I think he's great. But
He's quite one note in his acting, but I do like
I'm
him.
going at this just thinking the main character is Norman Reedus.
Right.
You know what you're saying? He's down one track.
Right.
He's gonna be.
It's just
He's
Daryl.
gonna be moody and quiet. It's gonna be Daryl. That's what it's gonna be.
Right.
Like, I know what to expect.
True.
Even though it's very vague in this trailer, I know what to expect.
It's just for Hideo Kojima. How can you right? How many people expected Metal Gear Solid 2 to be Snake on that tanker?
Yeah, you're right.
How many times has Kojima gone, you're expecting this?
Yeah.
We're going to completely put you in an opposite
You're right
direction.
there.
Just wait until we play the game. I don't want to know as much. I don't want to know anything about it. I want to go in as an experience and just be blown away.
We've seen gameplay trailer of Norman Reedus.
Yes.
Maybe.
With a gun. He doesn't pack a gun out of that thing.
Yes, he does.
Alright, there's guns
But
in
he's
it.
still got like a cupboard on his back while he's trying to fire a fucking gun.
True.
And maybe it's just like the plant, not the plant. You know, you've got riding in the plant scene, and then you've got fucking Snake. You play on the boat,
The Cell.
the oil tanker.
The Cell.
I know what is it.
Out of Heaven.
No, you only get to play Snake. Metal Gear Solid 2. You only get to
On
play
the
Snake.
tanker mission, yes.
Yeah, you only get to play him for like half an
15 minutes.
hour. Maybe that's this. Maybe he plays the woman.
I'd agree. See, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that's
I don't know.
that's been rumoured as well.
We'll see. Because the woman looks more badass. She looks like she gets shit done, and she's got a weird shaped umbrella.
She's more. She does.
She looks like she's gonna take these villains on, rather than just deliver a package.
Yeah, but Norman Reedus has got that like skin thing which tells them when they're near. Like his skin goes red.
What's that all about, like?
I think that's like a genetical. I don't know.
He got bitten by a walker. Moving on.
Right. Quick point. Love the music.
Music.
I literally
you're in.
can't stop listening to that song.
Okay. Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima. Is this the PS4 one?
I've got no idea. Moving on.
Ghost of Tsushima. Feudal Japan.
Right. Okay.
Looks fantastic as an art piece.
I'm uploading it now, mate.
But I think it's quite basic, as in it's just
It's one of the best-
one-on-one duels.
Yes, that's it. It's feudal Japan, aye.
Yeah. Now, it looks
Yeah.
brilliant. Whether the gameplay will withhold a 12-hour experience, I'm skeptical of. But it looks great. Also, why does the lady friend of that Japanese guy attack him and then after being beat just become his friend?
I'm just going on the comments on here, IMDb.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want this garbage. Guess it's just a filler until the AAA games get released in 2018.
Jesus.
That's one of the best of E3.
Sick burn.
Your favourite next beat? Kingdom Hearts 3.
My favourite, I've loved it since the age of.
This
no, I
has got a massive following. Like,
massive
I don't understand.
following.
Like,
Massive following.
has it got a young? I don't even think it's got a young following. It's basically Final Fantasy with Disney characters in it.
Yeah, I mean that sounds
that
cool, I guess, but people love it. You know,
It looked like the cheesiest thing I've ever seen.
it's not for me. Is Metal Gear Solid not cheesy? But imagine
Yes,
that
but
cheese
to do over an eye
constantly.
patch.
That's true. That's
I don't
true.
know.
Not for me. Don't know anything about it. Never played one game. Enjoy.
Knights and Bike Speed.
Knights and Bikes. I've watched every E3 press conference. I never heard of that.
This is for the best game of E3.
I stayed up from 6 o'clock, till 6 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't heard of that fucking game.
Right, you check it out and tell us
It's
what
a
it's
night
about.
on a bike.
Resident Evil 2. Just watch the trailer there. I'm hyped. You were like, why does anyone want this shit?
I'm
When
like,
it's got a massive following.
is there a cult classic audience for?
Yes. Ask anyone who's played.
Now,
Anyone over the age of 26 will enjoy Resident Evil 2.
so I'm like, there's seminal
No,
games
but
in
to
the
be
Resident
fair,
Evil project.
You might have been a bit young for it.
Maybe, but
You're
I'm
only
like,
22.
people play Resident Evil 1 in the mansion.
Are you 22 or 23? We had this discussion the other day when you like woke up.
I woke up, right?
What
And I was just looking at John, and I was like, I've forgotten my age. And I forgot my age for like 25 minutes.
You just couldn't remember whether you were
But ever
22 or
since then,
23.
I'm kind of
I
like
don't
not
know
sure
whether-
how old I am.
I don't know whether you're
I
22
think I'm
or
23.
23.
I think I'm 23, but I'm not sure. Like, I'm 80%, but there's a 20% there, and I'm 22.
See, that's a good sign though, because the older you get, you never forget
don't
your
really
age.
care.
Like, I'm worried about dying, me.
Right.
I'm worried about dying. I'm worried about getting old.
I'm massively worried about dying. It's
What
a
did you
natural
say when-
inbuilt
What did you
genetical.
say when I was like, I'm worried about the future of dying?
I mean, I said at the time, at least I've played 4K resolution.
Is that what you said?
I said, at least I've got an Xbox One X, and I can see 4K. I think I've had a really good life. I don't regret any decision I've ever
No,
done.
I don't either, but I think, like, I want to achieve more.
True, but
Oh,
you're
what-
probably
I dunno.
not going to.
Oh, jeez,
All right.
There you go. Never chase your dreams. A statement from Talking Crass.
I'm quite content that pizza exists in the world.
I want us to direct a film.
Yeah, I'd love to do that,
And I
but
want
you
me to
can
write
do.
I want me to spend 3 weeks writing a script and you bashing it and
Yeah.
never not using it,
Love it.
but then feeling bad on us.
Love it.
Okay, moving on.
Where we're at? Resident Evil 2.
Oh, this one.
Right,
I
brilliant.
saw this and I'm pretty hyped for this one. Oh,
hyped.
have we even spoken about Resident Evil 2?
No, well, what was
No, sorry, we digressed.
I was going to say, I always thought the two seminal ones were. Is it seminal or inseminal?
Inseminal's when you fucking.
That's
Ejaculate?
insemination. That's
when you
what?
ejaculate
That's
someone,
that's
innit?
insemination. That's the egg being fertilised by the sperm,
You know what I've learned, Pete?
right?
Especially on an English course in
Yes.
university. If you don't understand a word, don't mention
Don't,
it ever.
don't go into your shell, because that's exactly how you learn.
Go
things.
into your shell.
Don't ask questions.
Don't ask questions at uni. Go into your shell. You do well.
What was I going to say? Seminal. Right, Resident Evil 1 in a mansion. And
Do you know what seminal means?
Yeah,
Right,
it's
okay.
like the definitive, unbelievable, groundbreaking game in
Right,
that
okay, got
series. That's what in layman's terms.
Right, yeah.
And Resident Evil 4, because that's the bomb. When you're in a...
Is Resident Evil 4 Las Plagas?
Yes!
Resident Evil 2 is better. It's
What? But he is... Resident Evil 4 is much more popular.
Nemesis.
Disagree.
Right, Resident Evil 2 is known, the original, to be one of the most frightening games ever to come out.
No, it isn't. The first one is.
This is frightening, Resident Evil 2, because you're going down alleyways and
Have you played it?
you're in a rainy city. Can you imagine being in a dark, rainy city when shit's gone down?
Can you imagine being in a dark, rainy mansion? Cough, cough. That's a joke for later.
Dictionary.com. Seminal. Adjective. Relating to or donating semen.
Seminal. Seminal.
It's also
Inseminal.
Sorry, I'll just take the piss because the first one, it's got 2, and the first one is strongly influencing later development.
Boom.
Second,
Hit you with
relating to or denoting semen.
Seminals. My
Right, okay.
favourite.
Right, so-
My favourite goalkeeper for England, David Seminal.
You're not in for Resident Evil 2.
No, not at all. No affinity for it. If it was Resident Evil 4, which has already been
We'll get
HD
the
remade,
we'll get the PS4, so we're getting it anyway. So fuck you.
we need to get PS4 because Spider-Man's coming out. We'll talk about that later.
Right, this next game I watched the trailer of and I'm in for it.
Right.
Big style. Looks like Tenchu. Can you remember Tenchu?
Yes.
It's called Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice.
Right, so it's nothing like Tenchu.
It looks like it though.
It's not.
Is it
Because
not?
I can tell you the developers who make it are called From Software, and From Software made the Dark Souls series.
Aren't they an unbelievable developer though?
Unbelievable. I mean, Dark Souls, my favourite
I mean,
games.
for the Sekiro, like, big style.
Yeah, but
I mean,
Dark Souls is nothing like Tenchu. So the gaming model is you...
Are they linked to Tenchu?
Not at all.
Not at all.
It's a massively difficult game, and the way you progress is by dying over and over again. Now, in the game trailer,
So is this another one just set in feudal Japan?
this is the setting is just, yeah.
Right.
They thought we want to get a wooden arm on him, which has got a rope on it,
Mhm.
and yeah. So it's Dark Souls in Japan, which has been done before, and it's called Neo,
Right.
which is also getting a sequel, but that's done by a completely different development team.
So they've just brought this over.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But so basically, Dark Souls in Japan, but I think it's got different mechanics.
Mhm.
So if you die, because it's called Shadows Don't Die Twice or whatever,
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing there's some sort of new death mechanic. It's also got massive differences in verticality because he's got a rope arm and he becomes Spider-Man.
He's got a rope arm.
So looking forward
Games
to that
are always
massively.
better when you have rope arms. There you go.
Absolutely.
Next one on the list, Spider-Man beat. You hyped for this, aren't you?
I'm looking forward to it. Now,
But you've got problems with it.
I've got problems with it, right? It's hard to every combat is just button mashy. That's what it looks like XXXXX, dodge XX. It looks the typical Arkham combat without the Arkham combat.
Do you enjoy this because, or are you looking forward to this because of Spider-Man 2 in the past?
Spider-Man 2, one of my favourite games of all time.
And
The
you're
only
constantly
reason-
waiting to get that childhood feeling back. Is that why?
Oh, baby. The only reason I like the game is because of the web swimming. And I'm like with 90% of the population.
Right.
Spider-Man 2 is one of the greatest games ever made, and it's got the greatest feel of momentum, the artificial feeling of momentum I've ever experienced. Now, the web swinging is what I'm in for in this game. It looks okay. I haven't felt it. It's something that needs to be felt. That weight. But everything else, the graphics, fantastic. Great rogues. We've got the Sinister Six disregarding one of them.
Venom.
Venom's out there.
Venom
Doc Ock didn't
Is
turn
Venom
up.
in?
Venom's not in this, probably is because Sony.
Right, okay.
I hate them. Oh wait, no, it's a PS4 game. Venom has to be
Venom
in this,
is in this?
but he's definitely not been shown because if you had Venom, you would show him in the trailers to sell more
Exactly.
copies. So he's not in it. They've replaced Doc Ock with Mr. Negative. I don't know why.
Mr. Negative. What
Aye,
fuck's
who the
that?
fuck's he? I don't know.
Sounds like you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Yox, by the way.
Yeah.
Remember Yox commented saying, "Why do you do a film podcast if you hate films? What blackmail do I have over you?"
He's absolutely true.
Totally correct, but he hates any sort of film unless it's French or
What?
has an
That's not
exploding
fair.
head in.
That's not fair.
No, it's not fair at all. Right, back there. What we're talking about, Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man. Great graphics. Rogues looks good. Combat's good. Everything looks good. But until I play it, I can't say it's great.
Right, I like it.
Alright?
Super Smash Bros.
Massive.
Awesome.
Love it.
Don't need-
Wish we
everyone knows what
played
Super
it.
Smash Bros.
We
is.
don't play it.
Is that just like obviously?
I've got a group of friends who play it, but I'd love to.
Is it just like Mario and that fighting each other? Is
Yeah,
that
but
what
the
it is?
combat is like.
But then they throw like
top-notch.
fucking Master Chief and Solid Snake and that.
No Master Chiefs, just Solid Snake.
Okay, I got you. And then finally to end up on The Last of Us Part 2 beat.
Is this only PS? Hold on.
No, this is just the best of E3.
Alright. The Last of Us 2.
But there's other things to talk about. We'll quickly go through after this. This is just the list I'm going off.
We haven't played the first one.
No, you've watched all of them on YouTube though.
Pretty much, but I can't remember what happens.
No, we're getting the PS4. We're going to play the first one.
It looks
But-
tremendous.
The Last of Us looked like it gave a bit of a spoiler away. Last of Us Part 2.
No, I think it's vague.
Is it? Because
No spoilers. We won't go into it.
What I do? I went and got an SSD for my Xbox.
Right,
And I just loved when we were talking to them, the lads in the computer store.
right.
Do you know when they were talking about like the passion they showed for Last of Us and games like that?
Yeah, he mentioned The Last of Us 7 times.
And you know what? I was like, mate, fair dues on you. And then what did you say about dude who was in anime?
What?
Yeah, me and Chris when we left the shop. We're like,
Oh, the
when
guy
he's
was like,
I was like, no, yeah, Beat likes anime. And Peter's like, no, I don't want to watch that much.
Yeah,
What
played
you
it down.
saying
It's like if you
Don't ever admit.
don't ever admit you've watched any anime because you just get steamrolled. I've watched Death Note.
He wasn't bothered. He was happy to admit it.
He embraced
and
it.
I respect people like that.
I massively respect it.
Follow your dreams. Like what you like.
It was a joke, but fair play, you're exactly right.
No,
Death Note, oh, give it a watch. It's fantastic.
Death Note good.
Oh, incredible.
You watch all the like the Spirit of Water or something shit.
Spirit of Water, my favourite, aye.
No, what's
What
all
the
that?
fuck,
What's
Spirit of Water?
the anime films that you like?
What?
The
Spirited Away?
Spirited Away, aye.
Mate, Studio Ghibli.
Aye.
Have you seen Grave of the Fireflies?
No, I don't watch any of them.
Jesus Christ, John.
Is it awesome?
I need to watch one, I think it's Red Turtle, something like that. It's incredible.
Red Turtle, I mean.
You know what I mean? It's a big red turtle.
Trying to think what we missed off. Fallout 76 beat.
I mean, it looks like...
It's meant to be open world.
Yeah, but there's no quest givers in it. There's no normal NPCs. It's all online.
What? So you can't go and talk? Like,
Nobody.
That was the good thing about Fallout.
Nah. So let's look forward to Oblivion 6.
I'm trying to think, and
Elder Scrolls 6.
pretty much finally, Halo. Is it
Infinite?
Infinite?
We know nothing about it.
I'm hyped. Like, it looks like it's going back to its roots.
Does, doesn't it?
Mine is a lot of Halo Combat Evolved, just like better.
Open
graphically.
world, yeah, absolutely agree.
I don't
The
know.
style.
I'm in,
I'm
for
in,
for
but I wanna know
any
more.
Halo. It takes place after Halo 5 though as well.
Is that true? The way I felt it was like an amalgamation of all the worlds.
No.
And they were just like,
it's been said it takes place after Halo 5.
Right.
Whether it's in between Halo 5 and Halo 6, I don't know.
Okay.
But it's part of
Well, I
it.
think I want to get away from Halo 5 as much as possible and just reset the whole franchise.
It went tits
They
up,
literally
like,
tried as hard to destroy the entire Halo fan base.
and worked.
And worked.
That's our E3 summary.
Brilliant.
Branching out a little bit.
Beat free.
We sometimes thought like we're always going to be film podcast, but it's nice to just talk about other things. Sometimes you feel like your hands are tied a little bit. So we will be talking about politics next week.
Brilliant.
No, we won't. Do you want to go into a not necessary top 5? But we haven't got any true or false trivia this week.
Yeah.
But we'll go straight into film discussion, starting with not necessary top 5.
Got ya.
And in true Talk Crass style, in order to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom,
Yes.
we've got not necessary top 5 waistcoats in film.
Right.
Do you want to hit us up?
Is that in relevance to Owen?
Chris Pratt's waistcoat.
Right. What's he called? Owen.
I
something.
don't know what his name called. It's such a one-dimensional character.
Whoa. Chill out.
I'll keep
John.
it for the review.
Chill out. First one up. The straight-to-DVD release of WrestleMania 72, or whatever it's on, Stone Cold's waistcoat.
That is a great shout. I'll give you that one, to be fair.
Alright?
The epic leather Stone Cold waistcoat.
Yes.
Beat I've got Han Solo, of course.
Of course you do.
That epic black waistcoat. Do you like the one with sleeves better? Or do you like the standard waistcoat?
Sleeves, but when he's in Empire.
I like sleeves.
I don't like the one where he's got the open fucking triangle in the first one.
Right, I get
It's
it.
too much chest. I
you
like
mean
the one
when
in
when he's been getting shit done, the flap falls.
Yes.
I know what you mean.
I like the one in Empire when he's on the Hoth base.
Right, I get it.
That's a
Yeah,
top
yeah.
notch. I suppose the same thing. Like it's the same exact design. Next one from me. Last of the Mohicans. I'm sure there's one tribal kind of waistcoat thing.
Yeah. See, I always want to put Quint out of Jaws in, but he's not. He doesn't have
Right.
a waistcoat.
Right.
He's just
That's
got
like a fishing
he's just
vest.
got a jacket.
That's
with
a fishing
No, he's got
vest.
like a green jacket with pockets.
Right. Taxi
So
driver.
you can't put that in if I can't put this
What?
in.
No, it's a definite
Right,
vest.
but it's very much like the taxi driver coat. Pete, my next one. Lando Calrissian in exactly the same gear.
Well, he's wearing Hans gear.
Like the flamboyant Lando
Yes.
who loves his clothes.
Where's Han
Wears
Solo's
the
gear?
exact same gear in Return of the Jedi.
Maybe his closet full of gears got blown up. Do you think Han would keep them?
No.
He's
I
like,
think he'd probably sell
Han
them.
just only has. It's like, you know when Homer Simpson gets dressed and he's got like the white t-shirt and jeans, the
Yeah.
only thing in his
I
cupboard.
would also imagine them just like having some downtime on the Falcon and Chewie
He's just
coming out
trying
with like,
them
a feathered
on.
boron, just taking the piss.
He's just trying every jacket on. Then last one from me, the Warriors.
That's a great shout.
There you go.
Good shout.
Thank you.
The Warriors
Gear.
red leather.
Red leather.
Yeah, you've got to think for a leather waistcoat, Pete.
Yes. What?
Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, good shout.
Any bike.
Any biker thing at all?
Any biker thing ever in life. My last one be Bill Murray Caddyshack.
Very good.
And I'm not even sure whether he wears one. I'm just putting it in there.
There you go.
Okay. What? Crocodile Dundee.
Oh
Yes!
my god. Any leather waistcoat. No, is there a name for a leather waistcoat? Or is it just a leather waistcoat?
I don't know. He doesn't have a leather waistcoat. He's just got a normal one.
John Wayne.
Combat. I'd call it a combat waistcoat.
Combat coat.
Or a hunting waistcoat.
No, it doesn't ring true.
I'd say hunting. The guy, the bald guy.
The bald guy.
Any Jurassic Park. The cool.
Oh, the guy in the little sidecar. When he's got the trank darts.
You know the bald.
Yeah, he's a
evil guy?
legend. He tries to get the baby T-Rex.
Is that the one who goes, "Stay out of the long grass"?
I think it is, aye.
And the dude at the first one, what's he called? Who set in motion every bloody huntsman to be followed. Do you know the one who set the clever girl?
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
What's his name?
Clever girl.
No.
What? Give us some lines that he says. I can't remember it, Pete.
You know when that one looks at you, she's figuring things out. Oh my god.
Can we? Oh god, it's making us angry now. You see that in the first one, and how velociraptors are in that film compared to this one. We shall move on to it though.
They remember.
Should we go straight into our review of the film, non-spoilers, or should we stick to what we normally do? Because I feel we lose half our audience because no one's gonna. I don't think a lot of people listen to this podcast. I don't think a lot of people's gonna go and see Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
I don't like the idea of changing what I have to do to get more viewers on the podcast.
Right, okay.
Can we just do what we do?
We've got beat points, then I've got some pros and cons. Roll it away, beat.
Thank you. What? So I'm going through beats points?
Yeah.
First point. How do the mercs think that all dinos are dead on the island? And then it's a good... spoilers, by the way. And then it's a good idea to leave the Mosasaurus pen open. Explain what's happened there. Now, a veterinarian or a paleontologist... Wait, hold on. What is it? What's a paleontologist? Someone who does dino bones.
Probably, aye.
So, a paleo-veterinarian? That's what they are?
A dinosaur vet.
How does she know that the dinosaurs are still alive? And these fucking idiot mercenaries.
Right, let's plot hole number one.
Right, boom.
Also, they were sent there to get that bone, but it had already been going on. They were already on the island, setting shit up. Those weren't the first guys on, were they?
What's the guy doing at the terminal? Is that to open the Mosasaurus pen?
So that guy's been at the terminal, but he's not relayed. He hasn't seen any sort of dino activity. When they're rolling on the tanks later on in the film, they see dinosaurs straight away.
Yes. It's at night, I guess. I don't know.
We'll put it down being at night. Next point, Pete.
Something stirred inside me when I saw the heavy rain, a lonely expendable idiot, and rustling foliage. Classic Jurassic Park.
A nice callback. I didn't mind the opening scene.
I love when you just don't see the monster, and it's like you see the leaves and everything. That was well done.
I didn't mind the opening scene.
Not the opening scene. That 10 seconds.
Right, okay.
All right.
And the Mosasaur, whatever it's called.
Yes.
I enjoyed that. I thought that was probably my
favourite
bit.
Yeah, it didn't jump scare us.
It
just had the shadow of it.
I thought it was my favourite bit of the film.
Brilliant. 10 seconds at the beginning was your favourite bit. It could have jump scared the shit out of us, which I appreciate. And now, from the first seconds, I'm like, we're in the ocean. We're in the Mosasaur pen. I know exactly what's going to happen here.
And these guys in like a little James Cameron bubble.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
In the James Cameron bubble.
Next point. When did dinos become puppy-like creatures deserving of empathy? Nuke them fucking crocodiles from orbit. No, we understand herbivores.
Let's just take a minute to stop and talk.
Right, okay.
We're living in a world where there's always got to be a message to film now.
Everything's got to be political.
You can't just have a film where it's men and women against dinosaurs.
No, it's got to be
because
activists.
It's activists. It's got to be everything. It's got to be shit going down. You've got to have a strong female lead in every film, which I'm not bothered about at all.
You're definitely bothered by it because you bring it up.
No, not at all. If it's a good, strong female lead, I'm in. I'll name one.
John
Ripley.
Yeah, but
Love Ripley.
don't people make the argument that it's just a man?
Alien was fucking miles before its time.
Isn't the argument that it's just a man?
No, it's a woman bead.
Alright, fair.
So what do you want? They're in fucking high heels.
Right.
We had that in the first Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom.
I did enjoy that bit where it like zoomed in the shot on her feet.
I didn't fucking enjoy it. I fucking hate it.
I enjoy these like, oh, we made a mistake.
Right,
He's a little joke.
So you had her in the heels, and then next thing you saw, she was in fucking working
Yeah, but they
boots.
make it very obvious to
Yes.
show. Yeah, I like that.
But what the? Why did they do that in the first place? I don't know. I don't get it. No, I've got nothing against strong female leads, as long as there is well-developed characters.
True.
That's what I'm talking about.
Usually just boring.
Now
as
what
fuck.
happens is we throw in a Ripley rip-off
Purely to get
tick
like,
a box.
Yes, to get a demographic.
Nothing to do with having her in the film that makes a difference to the plot. You've just got to tick that box because what happens is you get crazy feminists hating everything you do.
But to be fair, right? I don't think
Radical
she's that.
feminist. Sorry, I'm a feminist. I'm not a radical feminist. I say that over and over.
I don't think she's even a like classed as a strong female lead. I think she's quite like dependent on
The fucking geek that they let on the island.
on big
what?
muscly fucking Chris Pratt.
Oh, no.
I think it actually falls into the usual stereotype.
I don't.
I could be wrong. Oh, anyway.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking. I don't know. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. I'm sickened off by
You
this
can't
film.
stand seeing intelligent women taking the places of barbaric men. Next point.
That is not what I said.
How are the two characters working at the same company as Bo Dallas Howard chosen to come to Jurassic World to save the dinos?
Right, this pissed me off.
Bryce Dallas Howard. I like Bryce Dallas Howard, by the way.
I
like-
absolutely cannot stand her.
Do you not
I
like
hated
her?
every moment she was on screen.
I mean, maybe not in this, but I like her as an actor.
What did she
or
do?
actress.
What else did she do?
Black Mirror.
Right.
Someone else.
Right, Bo Dallas Howard. Let's
Bo
get
Dallas
this straight.
Howard.
She's gone from being a corporate, absolutely wanting all the money, horrible person, neglecting nephews,
Yeah.
to having a bit of an experience. To be fair, it is a daunting experience. She's been chased off dinosaurs. But do people really change? She's now an activist wanting to save dinosaurs
Right.
rather than cage them.
Right.
Am I being a bit too full on there, Beat? Or
Now,
what?
in my
In
opinion,
the space of what? How long's passed?
I don't know.
A year?
3
years?
3 years.
Probably.
In my opinion, right, that's natural of her, indicative of her arc. She would see the events of the first film and go, "This is wrong. We need to change."
So
something.
why does Dr. Ian Malcolm not change over 30 years?
Moving on to the next character plot point. Now, Ian Malcolm doesn't change.
He doesn't change. He all stays the same, and he went through the same shit.
Because he was always against dinosaurs,
Right.
wasn't he?
So what about his arc?
His arcs were children, becoming like a father figure.
No, fair.
There you go.
You're not underusing this, by the way. Can I just say?
What?
You're totally underused in this. Like the ability to use Ian Malcolm, and they just totally get him on.
Who's Ian Malcolm?
Bloody fuck.
Oh, sorry. I'm
You
thinking
know
of,
who Ian Malcolm is?
what? Goldblum?
Goldblum?
Sorry, I'm thinking of the bloody
No, Goldblum. Is it Goldblum or Goldblum, by the way?
Jeff Goldblum.
I think it's Goldblum.
Blooms like a flower.
I think it's Goldblum.
Right, sorry. His arc is all dinosaurs are evil, and this shouldn't be happening.
Right, and he's totally right.
Sorry, they're not evil. He says that it's like
It's
nature.
nature.
They
That's what he's
died.
saying.
They were killed
Don't
naturally.
stop it.
Don't. That's of course that's the natural
Right,
thing.
okay.
Yeah.
Get back to your points because we're digressing here.
I'm totally lost. The young inheritor of Lockwood, is that a word? Of Lockwood's riches, who I will refer to as Black
Rafe
Mirror,
Spall.
who I will refer
I
to
think it's
as
called Rafe Spall.
who I will refer to as Black Mirror Christmas episode man, is obviously evil.
Can we just... it's so stupid. Why is he giving this guy all his money? Why is he not giving it to the daughter?
The daughters can't. How could you give a company to a child?
But the lass who looks after the daughter for all of her life?
John, she's a woman with no face. They can't run businesses.
Fucking hell, Beat.
Sarcasm alert. Sarcasm alert. Sarcasm alert.
Right, Rafe
Good point.
Spall.
Good point.
He's called Rafe Spall. You know, the older woman. I wouldn't say she was massively old, probably 50, 60. Give her the cash. He obviously trusts her, and then leave her. But have something in
Being
the contract.
serious though, you have to sometimes look towards people in business. Maybe she wasn't focused in business.
Why has Rafe Spall got this guy's money?
Because
It's like Superman when Kevin Spacey robs that woman for a yacht.
right.
It's just the stupidest thing in the world. And all it is to get a mansion in the film.
Right.
We'll move on.
Okay. Steve Jobs, that's Lockwood, because he looks
By the
like
way, can we
Steve
stop?
Jobs.
I'm on my high horse here. I'm going to get a bit stick because it's normally you doing this.
Right. Steve Jobs,
Right.
who is Lockwood, who I'll refer to as Steve Jobs because he looks
He
exactly,
looks exactly
like
like Steve Jobs.
who should have been used in the Steve Jobs film, states that Hammond's dream was to preserve dinos and sees them live in peace. I thought it was to recreate the wonder he experienced as a child when witnessing the flea circus. He wanted to give that experience to the world, in my opinion. Am I right in saying that?
Beat, you're totally right.
Right.
I can't remember who, but one of our fans said Flea Circus
Favourite
was one of the
scenes
favourite
of-
scenes of our film.
Right. They've taken that
Fucking
scene.
Colin Trevorrow, or whatever he's called,
Colin Trevorrow.
has fucking chucked it. He's not bothered.
Right.
He's chucked it.
Right.
I don't think he's seen the first Jurassic Park.
Me too.
Right.
Me too.
Let's be serious.
Does he care
John
about
Hammond wanted to create a zoo with dinosaurs. He did not want them to roam free.
them? Right.
It went tits up. He felt guilty about it afterwards.
Yes.
But he did not want them to go free.
Right.
Was this guy in any previous Jurassic Park?
No, I don't think so. Mention a name, probably.
Why has John Hammond not mentioned this guy before?
I don't know.
Please get in touch. Tell us if you're massive Jurassic Park fans. We like the first film. I kind of like Lost World, but hates it.
I don't hate
the
it.
third one's shocking.
Shocking.
And it just goes worse from there.
Alan.
But if you know he's been mentioned before, let us know. Because I think he's just been put in as a plot device.
Maybe he has. He's definitely probably been
And
mentioned.
it's a bloody massive plot
Hammond
device.
and Lockwood, I think, has been mentioned as a name, but we've never seen him.
Let's get this ball rolling. I need a beer.
I just remember him as Robot Jesus in iRobot.
Robot
Remember
Jesus,
that?
what?
I've left the breadcrumbs, Will Smith. I've left the breadcrumbs.
Okay,
All right.
moving on, yeah.
I'm in disbelief that took the monstrous Velociraptor and turned it into a Labrador.
Right, we
it
discussed
almost
this.
spits in the face of the hard work the first film does to establish such a vicious and fantastically evil character or creature.
I understand.
You've got to have good guys or something like what?
I think this. It's
They've got to sell
lost.
plushies. They've got to sell
Yeah, they've got to
blue
sell-
plushies.
They've got to sell toys
They've got to sell toys
to kids.
to kids. And they've got to make a Velociraptor toy, which is like, whoa, Blue's oh my god, this is my friend.
I'm sure
Blue. It's an alligator.
MIF did 100 top villains of all time.
And the raptors were in there.
The Velociraptor's up there.
No one likes them.
Top 20.
Now, it's an alligator which can run at 60 mile per hour.
What's scarier? No, you copy.
It's a land shark.
To be fair,
It's
I was
a
going to
land
say
shark.
copy in the first film, but basically that's all they did in this film.
I'm not saying copy the
rehashed
first
a
film.
shitload.
I'm just saying, don't make Darth Vader like... Oh, Darth Vader does
took the
become a good guy.
They took the best parts out of Jurassic Park and Lost
turned them
World
on its head.
and Lost World.
Yeah.
You know the bit when they're cracking on the glass?
That's incredible. Oh, that happened
It was
with...
incredible in Lost World.
Aye.
They're just fucking Trevorrow's seen Lost World, but he hasn't seen the first
Well, he
one.
watched it once while stoned out of his mind and went, that bit's alright.
That wasn't bad, but it's just rehashed.
Right.
The bit when they're in the mansion downstairs, not bad. When the fucking Super Raptor T-Rex Saurus is like downstairs in the mansion.
We'll get on to it.
Okay, we're moving on. I'm fucking sorry, I'm on me. I keep swearing, I apologise.
Come on, John, it's a family show.
I know.
Even though it's not a family show. I enjoy how comically evil Buffalo Bill is. The guy collects teeth from each species
Is
and
this
verbally insults it
Is this
afterwards.
discount Robert De Niro?
This is
I thought it was Robert De Niro when he had the fucking glasses on.
This is discount Robert De Niro,
Right.
who played Buffalo Bill. I don't know his name.
Can we
But
address
what-
the
what have
part
you
now
thought of it?
where they've made him love dinosaur teeth?
Yeah, well, not only pull
I
out the teeth, right?
understand that he's a poacher and he wants trophies.
But does he have to insult it and enjoy insult? Like, would you pull... Like, what's that?
Enough for me is I'm just going past the dinosaur and just yanking it out and leaving.
that's
And
a
then you're
bad guy move.
That's a fucking bad guy move.
Does he have to, like, cackle? You'll feel that in the morning.
That's gonna hurt in the morning. It's a fucking dinosaur, mate.
Unbelievable.
Next one.
Next one. The scene with a paralysed Chris Pratt and lava is almost B-movie-esque. You know
Did
when
we
the,
research this? Because I'm sure that once you get so close to lava,
your skin begins
starts
to
to
melt.
melt.
Can I just point out we're in a dinosaur full of we're in an island full of dinosaurs, and the most threatening action set piece you can bring to us is slow moving lava towards a paralysed victim. It's like the most bullshit B movie shit I've ever
Do you
seen.
know what annoyed me?
Yeah.
I thought you could have done this film just on the island, trying to get the dinosaurs off safely.
Yeah.
With the threat of lava,
The entire first
like
act,
Dante's Peak style all the way through.
The entire first act is the film.
Aye.
Yeah, I agree.
And then you've got a nice little end bit on the boat, end scene on the boat.
And
I
then you
don't know.
find out like one's
And the
evolved
T-Rex,
so much.
the T-Rex actually managed to get out of the thingy and starts fucking wreaking hell.
Like the new one has got like lava plated skin, so it can like I don't know. That's stupid. I
No.
guess that's dumb.
They've injected it with something so it's got wings and now fly.
Yeah,
to
it
fly
can bust
T-Rex.
wings out. Oh, we'll just do this formula's one where it's just a raptor's DNA mixed with another thing. You know what, right? We're going to talk about that later because it's so fucking stupid, right?
I know.
Because I'm sure the first one in the Indominus Rex is a T-Rex and a raptor. But this one is a T-Rex raptor and
another
a raptor. Moving on. On that point, right, with the lava point, how close do you need to be to lava for it to start melting your skin like butter?
That's what we're saying.
So we were in the sauna, we're working out hard, we're going to lose no fat pounds, and we're in the sauna, and I got to John, this is definitely what it feels like to be 10 metres away from lava. Not like 1 centimetre.
I was in there 3 minutes. I couldn't breathe. I need to get out of there. And there's a massive fat bloke next to us as well.
Of course. We've got anxiety issues.
I know.
I like the fact that the dying dinosaur is a Brachiosaurus, darkly juxtaposing the wonder of its appearance in the first film, but the emotion was lost on me. Maybe due to it coming off the back of an action set piece. You know what I mean? So I understand what they're doing. They do move in herds, but it's in lava.
I can't believe this film is the second best opening this year.
Oh, that's good. That hurts.
Which says straight away we're getting a third film.
Brilliant.
And you know what? I'm not going to see it.
Are you not?
No, I'm not seeing the
Well,
third.
your feelings were me going to see this one.
Right, okay. I know. Let's go.
That's what the first one did to us. Yeah, so you can't. I don't know if it's just coming off the back of that massive action set piece as a big volcano erupting. I can't just sit there and look at this CGI animal die in pain and feel anything. Next point. Is the only dinosaur that is available for the blood transfusion really a T-Rex? It's a perfect metaphor for the movie and its biggest problem. We have a cool scene or idea that has to take place in the movie. We will completely disregard how much sense it makes to the plot. I understand it's a film with dinosaurs in the 21st century, but I have my limits. So it's just constant
dinosaurs
plot.
have three
Was it
fingers?
Three fingers? Oh, what is that? What is that idea?
Just
is
so-
there any science to that?
It's so kids can...
Is there like a metabolic rate determined by how many
To
fingers
be
you
fair,
have?
when we were watching this, was like 4-year-old kids in, and I
And
would have
it
been
scared the
scared out of my
shit out of
fucking
you.
mind.
But not good scary, just jump scare shite. The best idea the creators could come up with for a new big bad dinosaur was a black and yellow version of the first one. Again, I make fun of how it's just a
Didn't
raptor.
look too bad.
Good point. The CGI, because it's in dark rainy weather, when CGI works best, it looked pretty good. Your face.
We forgot to mention,
Yeah.
we've missed a bit out. Right, so the man should get the dinosaurs off the island to get to his mansion, which underneath his mansion he's built
A fucking
a fucking
25 dinosaur
but
laboratory.
It looked the size of this living room.
Yes.
And the man should get every dinosaur
Yeah.
on that ship in
Unbelievable. Is there a
to
Moses?
sell to Russians.
Right. Because
In-
Russians are bad people.
To sell to Russians. And that dude, the English actor who I can't remember the name of, who looks
The
like
guy in...
he's got a little dude.
Yes, he
He's out in Black
plays...
Mirror, I think, as well, isn't he?
He's in Black Mirror, I think. He was...
He's anyway the auctioneer. I don't know what he's called. If you've seen the film, you know what we're talking about.
Bavarian sound.
He's the most ridiculously like
evil,
evil.
comically evil. He's like the Emperor, which I love characters who are like the Emperor. He just loves money.
and he's just like, it's a dude dinosaur.
I missed a point.
I'm watching a Jurassic Park where there's an overhand dinosaur auction in it.
There's an auction of dinosaurs in a mansion, but it's below the mansion in a secret base. What happened? I missed a point.
I think Spielberg watched this.
He's the executive producer. So he definitely didn't. He just got.
He
just funded it. He funded it.
Okay,
James Cameron did. Terminator 2. I haven't seen the movie. I watched 15 minutes. It's amazing. No, which Terminator? What are that? Terminator Genesis.
Terminator Genesis. I
He
think.
gave it the backing it needed. It was terrible. I missed a point. Again, why do these characters not expect to be caught driving a van with a convoy full of bad guys?
I know.
Get me wanting Buffalo Bill to punish their stupidity. Jesus Christ.
But he gets fucking punished, doesn't he?
Yes. He didn't even use a disguise.
Have you got as a point?
What's the point? Oh, this is coming up. I might not actually have the point. The best, right? Henry Wu has reservations about selling the Indoraptor as it's the prototype, yet is perfectly fine when all other dinosaurs are sold. You know what I mean?
I was like, fucking let everyone else go.
You're releasing carnivores. Was it a Gigantosaur? No, not that one.
Don't release.
Not that one dinosaur.
Don't release the Indoraptor.
It doesn't work with sonar technology. Like,
can you imagine? Do you think him in the first film realised the character he was going to become in this film?
No, not at all.
He was like, the first film, such an emotional, nice guy, equivalent to a vet working on a puppy dog. Look at these dinosaurs I'm making. 2.
Yeah.
I want all the money in the world, and I want them all dead.
In the first one, it's great. It's got that great bit where he's naive enough to go, "Oh, these are just raptor eggs," and it's got Grant, Dr. Grant's fucking face. He's like, "You bred raptors on this." He's
unreal.
Like, what? I love that scene. But yeah, you're exactly right. Quite a departure from his character.
Strange
characters can change in films, but this is just
but
he's just so evil.
Characters change from like one end of the spectrum to that end of the
Right,
spectrum.
right.
People never change.
Right.
People never change.
Points to be made. You can clone human beings? What? What is happening? What happened to Jurassic Park? We've got an underneath science auction.
Right. This was by far the most interesting point of the film for me.
Right. Because they tried to shoehorn in 5 minutes the revelation that you can clone human beings.
I was like, she might be the daughter of the young girl off the first Jurassic Park who might have died.
Oh, something like that.
Hammond's niece.
Did she die?
No, but she could have. And that would have had a bit of emotional weight to it.
All right.
Because you know who the character is. And you saw a reveal of just her, like, a little bit older.
What, you're saying recreate the kid? Clone the kid?
No, man. You know how you got the young lad and the young lass at the first Jurassic Park?
Yes.
Right. They're Hammond's niece and nephew.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
The niece grows older. The niece has a child.
The
niece
child
dies.
Right.
The child is alive.
Right, I got
Does
you.
that not hold more emotional weight than a 10-second reveal of her being a clone?
Right, true.
And if she can be a clone, what the fuck is the point
Of anything.
in Jurassic Park?
Like, just
that is
clone
a more
everyone.
interesting story to tell.
Yeah.
You have been able to clone humans.
Humans.
What next? Dinosaurs versus stormtroopers. Is that what
You're exactly right.
Is that what we're aiming
Like,
for in the next film? Is that what they're setting up?
There could just be a massive monster just come out of the sky and it'd just be normal. Like, how is that a logical step? Oh,
What's weirder? A dinosaur that we've now known over 30 years in film,
Yeah.
or a
Cloning
clone army?
cloning human beings. You know what the original idea was for this film? In the first film, which they didn't do? Human dinosaur hybrids.
Jesus.
So it was like
Christ.
a hammerhead dinosaur with like human legs and like a
Fuck.
military vest on. They did concept art for it. Find it yourself.
Right. Okay.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I get you.
Luckily, they didn't go for that, but they've definitely taken that idea and gone, let's clone humans. What?
Absolutely ridiculous.
And they don't stay on that idea. Like, that's the big revelation. The big revelation is all the dinosaurs are going to escape. Like, nobody's losing their mind
No
that they've
one's
cloned a
bothered. It's
human
like-
being.
She's like, oh, I don't mind being a clone. I'm gonna live with you.
I'm
Chris
gonna,
Pratt.
what? That's not normal. This is
Chris
massive.
Pratt's like, yeah,
yeah.
you come with me.
Yeah.
No one's bothered that she's a clone.
Next point. First time I saw that kid with her bad English accent, I was like, which producer's daughter is this?
Yeah, I know
She's
what you mean.
definitely been taken on.
Apparently, she was in a she's big in something else, like an indie, like a Mexican film or something. Believe it or not,
No idea. Is she mixing herself?
she's got a big name. Fuck. Fill up beat while I try and find out what the hell's going on.
Shooter! Shooter!
Jurassic World, Fallen.
Just get the girl from...
It's got 4.5 stars!
Yeah, they've been paid money to. Why not just get the girl out of
Logan?
She's a great actress.
It's got 4.5 stars.
Get the girl out of Logan. She plays a perfect clone of the girl.
What's the kid called again? Isabella Sermon.
No idea.
Right, but I'm sure she's been something else.
Get the wiki up. Get the wiki in.
Nah, she's been now. Forget it.
Brilliant. What an
was just
insightful
thinking on
piece of
something else.
information.
Producer's daughter.
Next point. Is she part dinosaur? I'm sure I saw specific shots mirroring the raptors in the original Jurassic Park.
What, the clone girl?
Clone girl. Now, you know how I said and made the joke...
Wow, now this is interesting. I missed this.
You
So
know-
you're saying that they've used dinosaur blood to clone her, and she's going to turn into some sort of feral fucking dinosaur woman?
That's what I get from it.
Or
Now-
like a superhuman in the future?
Yes.
Now that could be interesting in the next film.
So you know how I made the joke that they just take any dinosaur and mix it with a raptor? Maybe they took a human...
Colin Trevorrow, I take
You've
it all
done
back.
it.
You're a fucking genius. You're an absolute... When she's like scuttling about in the...
Yes.
Called it, beat. I take it all back, people. Forget everything I said. It's the greatest film of the year.
Maybe
it's
it's
so
also-
intelligent.
Maybe it's also why she's empathetic to the dinosaurs dying by the noxious gas. She wants to save her own family. Oh, she was brought up in an environment...
This is more than the lobotomy reveal.
Right. So the point I want to make is, I am not enthusiastic about this at all. I think it's a terrible idea.
Right, okay.
All
Well,
right.
I think it's quite...
hate it.
If you're going to clone someone and use dinosaur blood, then
That would be
probably
a
happen.
logical
Side
side
effect.
effect.
I
Okay,
get-
that's interesting, I guess. But what really blew my mind was, and props to whoever shot this film, I feel they used same... You know how the raptor's foot comes down and it does that talon click, and you get a close-up of the foot?
Yep.
I felt they used the exact same cinematography
Yeah.
when doing it for her to kind of relay that information, that foreshadowing. Now, I could be wrong. I need to go back and watch Jurassic Park. But if they've done that, well done. Next point.
How many points you got left, Pete?
2.
Cool.
When contemplating whether to release the dinos or let them die to the gas, it is portrayed as if letting them out is the end of the world. It's like 12 dinosaurs at max. Are they hard to round up?
And
Plus,
Why
they've
did I-
also already sold 25
They're out
dinosaurs,
there.
which are already out there. You might as well release
what I was
these.
going to say to Pete, what we were saying as well, why did the dinosaurs not rip each other apart when they're out?
There's
in the-
carnivores in there. I'm guessing they're just stressed out, so they don't want to feed. I don't know. But they've got to be hungry.
I thought they were going to gas them.
Same.
I thought they were going to die.
Let them die.
Instead of set up.
Then 4 positives to round up. Chris Pratt's in it.
Right.
A T-Rex is in it.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum's in for 10 seconds.
Right, okay.
Right, there's your 3 positives.
Cheers,
We're
Pete.
done.
Before we go on the ratings, I've actually made a few points, Pete.
Right.
I've got pros and cons.
Yep.
Right. My pros of the film. Opening scene that was ripped from the first film was okay.
Right.
Second pro.
Yeah.
At least she's not running everywhere in heels.
Yes.
Next pro.
Yeah.
And final pro. Fucking clones.
Right. Is that a pro?
Yeah.
Right.
Cons. What the hell have they done to Ian Malcolm?
Right.
Do I want to talk about that?
10 seconds.
He's in for 10 seconds. I had the ability to use him. He could have at least been on the island of, like, I don't know.
They actually kept him in adverts longer.
It's like an overseer, someone like that. Like, just someone.
He's like a...
Chris Pratt and Bo Dallas Howard could have gone to him.
Bo Dallas Howard.
Could have gone to him and said, "We need your help. You've experienced this. Do you mind just just helping us out a little bit on the comms or something?"
He wouldn't help them. He wants them all to die.
Aye, but he could be in like a bit of an anti-villain type scenario.
Villain. I like that.
It sets up them fucking up on the island. So he'll be like, "Yeah,
Don't make Ian Malcolm a bad guy.
No, don't make
Don't
Ian
do
Malcolm
that. Don't
Yeah,
Henry
you're right.
Wooers.
right." My next con: Bo Dallas Howard and her group of freedom fighters.
Right. Terrible.
Can we talk about why that nerd went on the island?
Yeah, I mentioned that before.
I didn't mind him out of what was that film we watched with Dad
What?
a few weeks ago, when he chases the lass and follows the notes.
Oh, is he in that as well?
He's the
Paper Towns.
Peter Townsend's in that.
Is he?
I like him in that as well. He's very
Is
cool.
he?
I like him as an actor, to be fair, but I thought
He's miscast.
Why would you not just get like a military or a cool comms guy? It doesn't work.
Just leave it to them
It's the character archetype, isn't it? So
Yes,
fair enough.
stereotype.
But it was a bit weird how he was on there and he's very whiny. You know he does.
I think he was an engineer.
The girl, again, knows how to work on dinosaurs, although she's never...
But there's no problem with that. But it's the fact that them two are in the exact same company as Bo Dallas Howard.
Right, I've got it.
That's the annoying thing.
Again, I've got that point as well, because we were discussing it before we did the podcast. They turned the Velociraptor into a Labrador
Yes.
as a con.
Terrible.
What happened to storytelling?
Yeah. It's all over the place.
Why the fuck are they in a mansion?
Yeah.
And final con, she's a fucking clone.
I mean, you nailed it.
Those are my pros and cons of the film.
Yep.
Now we've actually got to try and summarise it and put it into a rating. I don't care. We're probably going to get a little bit of stick. We hate all films, you know. No, we don't. It's gone in shit because it's the second worst film I've ever had to sit through in a cinema.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
How can you fall asleep in a Jurassic Park film? I was yawning, I was falling asleep. I don't know whether it was that because I was so disinterested in it. But you've got to think, I went into it thinking it was going to be alright, didn't I?
Somehow, I went into it again. It's going to be the first film, but it wasn't even that good.
I kind of thought the first film was alright.
It is compared to that.
I just thought this was a mess, an absolute mess. And I don't understand how it's getting rave reviews. It's got 4.5 stars,
John,
beat.
people, this happens in life. People get bought out.
People are saying like 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10.
Daily Mail will get bought out.
Very good, enjoyable film.
Daily Mail, right, will have reviews of this film. But what they do is they pay to have the one advertised, which is the 5-star.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there will be negative reviews in Daily Mail, but they'll pay to have the
Do you
one
think
on Google.
IMDb put a load of ones in itself? Like 78 out of 10 straight away?
Yeah, because IMDb will probably make money from it.
Yeah.
Hegemony.
I don't trust IMDb.
You
bar for the
scratch my
trivia.
back. Yeah,
if it's
trivia's
trivia,
bang.
I'm in.
We love IMDb. They do nothing wrong.
I think this is why film at the minute's in such a sorry state of affairs, because we accept films like these. We accept it and say,
So the bar's
yeah,
been lowered for quality.
it's not cheap to go to the cinema anymore, beat.
Not 17.
It
How much it
costs
cost
me
us
and
to
you
go and see
17
that?
quid. We go and pay.
Fucking hell,
It's 9 quid a ticket. We get Coke and nachos, a Coke and popcorn. And you
Coke's
know,
£7.
it doesn't bother us because I love going to the cinema.
It's a great experience.
If the cinema
either way.
ever got pulled,
I'd be sick.
I'd be sick.
Yeah.
It's an experience. You want to go to the cinema and I enjoy it. But you don't. It's not cheap, and people can't watch films like this and go, "Oh, let's just yeah, it was good."
It's just a
You
team.
in a world where like you can't hammer it. It's bad to hammer people and stuff like that. If you don't like something, you can, but do it in the right way. Don't be nasty about it, but you definitely say that you don't like the film. It's not a bad thing to say that you don't like something. Navi, what do you think?
The problem I have is, it's like, this isn't just some throwaway IP. This is fucking Jurassic Park. And the magic that first film gives us, it gets us emotional because it's just a dumb dinosaur movie, I know, but it's so fucking good. It's so special to me. Like, the scene with the T-Rex in the pen, that is a monster. Mm-hmm. That is Spielberg's love of monster movies coming through. And the amount of work, like Stan Winston had like a 24-week pre-production cycle, like unheard of, to create this animatronic 60-foot fucking dinosaur. Mm-hmm. And the work going into the new ones is not anywhere near that. I expected much more. This is massively close to my heart, as close as Star Wars. And I've been shit in the face. Like, it takes the Velociraptor and makes it a fucking Labrador. Like, that's it. You know what I mean?
So what we're giving it?
I'm giving it a fucking 3 out of 10.
It's going to shit.
It's gone into shit.
Into
Is that what the
shit.
lowest rating we have is?
Just
Just
shit.
shit.
We don't
Right.
even give it the time to come up with a witty sentence to
Good.
describe the
Good.
rating. Anyway.
Well done. It's
So
got Chris
interesting.
Pratt in. Go and see it.
Yes, we've got... I don't think many of our fans or listeners watched this, because there wasn't many...
I haven't seen it.
There wasn't many like questions put out there, but at As vs the World, remember Crass he went and saw it on Tuesday and he said that for me has to be the end of Jurassic Park franchise.
Nice.
Thank you very much, Jay Bayona. Is that the director or not?
It is, yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
so
director. So the
we're-
Colin Trevorrow who directed
Trevorrow-
the first one, and a film actually I like called Safety Not Guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Check that out. Colin Trevorrow actually made a good film. He was the writer on this, but the director was the person I can't pronounce the name
So
of.
Az has made a good point. You said a world where humans and dinosaurs exist, but we can't even stop our own animals from dying out.
Yeah,
It's a solid point.
there you go.
But yeah, as really enlightened. He said he had high hopes, started off good with the intro, but after the title it went downhill from there. I mean, how can they even call this a new movie? It's regurgitated shit. I'm disappointed. Hope Chuck Norris doesn't watch it, otherwise we're fucked. That's a great point.
I mean, he's rounded up there, like.
Bosk also said, I think I might give this one a miss then. Again, Bosk, we always see, I'd enjoy your opinion.
Would you
you
tell me to go see a movie
if you know that someone's not going to like it.
just to experience it, just so you know you. Go and see a movie so you know you don't like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She's saying go and see the film.
I mean, the problem is it's £17, but I'm seeing go see the film.
£17 with no buffering.
Yes.
We've got Nick here at Just Another Game Blog, give him a follow, people. Member of Crass Allah. He says, was anyone ever asking for this film? I mean, Jurassic World was okay, but nothing groundbreaking. I don't think the new characters introduced were three-dimensional enough to justify further films,
Couldn't
but
agree
endless
more.
sequels.
Could
You
not
basically just
agree
summarised
more.
what the podcast has been about when we get a little bit more angry.
Yes.
I totally agree with you, Nick. And I'm going to say, I don't think the next film will make anywhere as much money as what this one did.
Do you really
'Cause
think
I think
so?
people will understand what. Or do you
I
think people just like
see,
dinosaurs?
I think people see dinosaurs and go, let's go see dinosaurs.
And you know what? If you liked it, you liked it. We're not getting on to you for liking it. This is just our opinion.
You deserve better, in our opinion.
But yeah, I do think so. I think it was a bit of a weird film. Anyway, that brings an end to a podcast. A rare negative one, because our most recents have been alright.
I think so.
We haven't had any negative ones in a while. So
It's the first shit on the list.
no, it's not.
What else?
The Last Jedi not get shit as well.
No, definitely
Did-
not.
No, it didn't, did it?
I don't think the rating system was in then.
Where does this stand against Battle LA Beat?
This is better than Battle LA.
Oh, he's done it.
There you can.
Right, people. Give us a follow on the Twitter at Talking Crass. Hit us up on SoundCloud, Talking Crass. On there, you can leave comments on each episode. Boss does it quite a bit. We go on and read them. Have a good laugh. Enjoy it. We're also on iTunes. If you like our stuff, leave us a 5-star review. We'd appreciate it. We're on Facebook. If you want to follow us on Facebook, Talking Crass. And we're also on YouTube. Put the Talking Crass podcast, the Talking Crass podcast into YouTube, and hit a like and a subscribe. If we get 100 subscriptions, we get our own name instead of being called 1078921144.
Very good.
We'll see. It's been a pleasure, people. We hope our next one will be a bit more positive. I've been John,
I've been Petesaurus Rex.
and we're away. Do your best T-Rex soundbite. That's a walrus.
That's terrible.
See you later, people.
Bye bye.